Vigilante. Resist the system, you know what I'm saying? Feel good right now. Let's get it.
Keep it 100. Hey, minor is the one you want talking to your sons. I can talk about God, I can tell them about drugs. I can show them how to move when they see you in the mud. Get to work and make a brick. It was me and Doc putting everything on the house, investing everything in music, then explain it to the spouse. Came a long way from sleeping on my brother's couch. Realest you done met, call her op, he a vouch. Yeah, I own a few mistakes, but being fake ain't one of these. Matter of fact, I probably kept it too real for TV. I can tell you all the lies your favorite rapper like the dream. Like that diamond chain real and he bought it with his stream. She gon' drop it, put her hands on her knees for the scene. We just swipe, addicted to the dopamine. It's just entertainment. Fight each other to the death on this slave ship. I know a preacher used to judge everybody little raps night. Freaky. Imagine that. Pay attention to the ones like the judge you the most. Don't be surprised if you see him at a Diddy party. I'm not impressed enough for you to press me. I ain't pressed, dog. You don't make enough for you to check me. Can't check me. I don't fear man, just the one who made man with his hands and it's on him to bless me. I'm blessed. God got my future. I've been booming down this metro. How your voice electric, but your verse is all petrol. I went through some things, wrote up my pain and made the best smoke. I know I ain't perfect, it's just Christ that paid the debt. So yeah, I took some time to myself and that's the best growth. Looked up to the sky and asked for peace, I got the best hope. He said both of us can't drive the car, you gotta let go.
I done woke up, slept on me, trying to eat with vultures. Y'all look frail, let me feed the culture. Can't get full of the lead and coke, huh? Still sober? Y'all OD, follow me. Where the rain follow me, king. Yeah, I know the king, Martin Luther King. You ain't really gonna throne, boy, you in a dream. Wake up, y'all don't want it. Down to the white, I better put Milo on it. And let's soon Chico Milo, homie. And if I'm scared, I guess I don't know it. Cause I'm still going right where the heat at. And where I ain't supposed to be, that's where I be at. And I spit that shit back, listen to the truth for the sky crack, and the Lord get back. Or somebody wants some get back, and they click clack, leave your bit back, looking at this intact. Never left, but I've been back, cross on my bit neck, and I don't rap gospel, I live that. But I'm nothing but a gimmick. You see me in the club, funny, you was in it. Skip a cosign, shout out to the homie Kendrick. And all I hear is crickets when I run into the critics. Oh well, show tells me a lot when they tell me to rock. Keep my eyebrows raised, smell what I'm cooking. And the sales may drop, yeah, the meal may stop, but they ask for the truth, yeah, I'ma do it. They like how you do that now. Sound kinda nice, boy, who that down? Is everything real good, true and fair? But you probably wouldn't listen if you knew that down.
The heart beats just a little faster right now, doesn't it? As they stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that Mox.
So keep your chin tucked. It's the one and only Ghost with the shadow in the front. Hope y'all having a blessed Saturday. Let's get this shit kicked off. I haven't been live in a couple of days. Who's up in here? Amok, what's going on, brother? Hey, Amok, can you just tell me if my audio's okay? What is my shit doing over here? Hold on, man. My kitten's been messing everything up. Just tell me if my audio's okay. Or if it's too loud or something. What's going on, Chicano? Is everything good? Sounds good to you? Okay, we good then. It's not too loud, too low, right? You trust me, people let me know. People let me know. So hope you're having a good day today, man. Let me make sure I have everything here. Of course, as you guys know, hey, how you like my thumbnail, bro? It's like a horror movie, though. I made two of them, actually, you know. Look, the reason why I say it's like a horror movie, I'm going to get straight to it, is because, look, I'm not going to lie to you when I say, like, I don't want to see Shakur fight Tank. Not because I don't think it'll be competitive. I still think Shakur is one of the best, like, technical wise, elite wise, like let's be honest, the guy doesn't get hit a lot. You know what I mean? I still think that I would have wanted to see the Loma fight. And we still don't know, by the way. I mean, this is just what's being reported. Loma could change his mind, but I do find it kind of weird that they're saying this now. Because, I mean, if you want to call a spade, bro, let's just keep it a buck. Like, Tank has openly said he didn't want to fight this man, like, on 2 separate occasions, bro. On 2 separate occasions. That doesn't make it okay for what if Loma's ducking. I don't even know, to be honest with you. Like, when they say like he's not motivated, like what does that mean? Doesn't that sound weird to you that Loma's not motivated? Like, of all people, Loma is not motivated? That sounds weird to me. That sounds like if anyone's motivated, is usually that guy, because he's the one. I mean, he's naturally fighting at a heavier weight class. So Loma is not a natural 135 pounder. We all know this, bro. He's a lighter dude, bro. You know what I mean? So to me, he's always been fighting for legacy because he's fighting in a weight class that he shouldn't even be in. He could make the lower weights easily, in my opinion. I think he fights at 135 because I think that's where the money fights are. I also think that's also where he, has done a lot of his work at. It's just weird when he says that he's not motivated to fight Tank, but I don't know necessarily if we would say like it's because of being nervous. Hold on, let me see. That's what I'm thinking, HLD. That's what I'm thinking. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Like, I used to think that like a lot of shit wasn't scripted, and I'm not one of these conspiracy theorists that think everything is fake, bro. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that there's a lot of things that happen to bring attention to it. I'm gonna give you an example. Have they confirmed Canelo's fight yet? Have they confirmed it? You remember the whole you remember when the PBC thing was going on and everybody was like, PBC is going to be shut down. They got money problems or whatever, right? I believe that they wholeheartedly had what they were going to do. They already had it for days. They held on to it. They let everybody feed into it or whatever. And I believe that's how I believe not only boxing, but I think a lot of things work like that. The only thing that just sounds weird to me is Loma saying he's not motivated. I mean, of all people, for me, I would think he's the most motivated. He's 37 years old, bro. He's, I still think he gives Tank a tough fight. But at the end of the day, if it's true, right, then who's gonna fight Tank? What are we gonna? Okay, so we got Pitbull fighting El Rayo on August. Is it August 1st? When is Crawford fighting? Crawford is fighting August something, right? I think El Rayo and Pitbull is on that undercard. So you take Pitbull out of the equation. You beat Frank Martin, right? So let's go over here to the 135-pound division. Let's go over here real quick. And let's just get this going right here. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, let me leave that. We're okay. So boxing rankings. Let's move that up right here. Boxing Live. Go down to 135 before I share the screen. That's why I go to Boxing Scene, because every time I click on Box Live, bro, all these ads pop up, bro. Constant ads, my guy. And then I don't want to click certain of them, because then you'll get hold on 1 second, let me share the screen. Then you'll get like these viruses if you're on PC, bro. Like clicking all these links and stuff like that. That's how you get viruses. So 135 right here, as you see, if when was the last time this was updated? I believe it's up to date. I believe it's up to date. But let's just show it real quick. We have Shakur Stevenson as a WBC. We got Gervonta Davis, WBA, IBF, Lomachenko, and Baranchek as WBO. William Cepeda, I wonder if William Cepeda is number one in all four, bro. That's right. Oscar was talking about that. When Oscar De La Hoya said William Cepeda could fight anybody he wants, that's obviously what he meant, because this guy is ranked number one in all four sanctioning bodies. Wow. He could pick anybody. I would like to see if Vasili's not going to fight him. I wouldn't mind seeing William Cepeda fight Tank, bro. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think that's a good fight, actually. Schofield is right behind number 2, bro. That's a good fight. I mean, I know people are gonna say he needs more fights to fight Tank, but let's be quite clear about this. There is no qualifications to fight Tank, bro. There is none, bro. Everybody that fights Tank, you could argue, has not done it. Why am I so dark? Anyone that has let me put this brightness up. Any opponent that fought Tank, you can make an argument that person didn't deserve to fight. You could say that with Frank Martin. Rolly, I know Rolly, the WBA had mandated that fight, but still, people would still say that Rolly shouldn't have been in that position because he got robbed with Jackson Marinas. And I remember the fight before that, I had talked about it. What's the guy's name? Can you dig it, yig it? He was basically body slamming that dude all over the ring. He should have been disqualified there. Who else? What's his name? Hector Garcia had beat Chris Colbert, moved up from 130 to 135. People, I mean, listen, bro, there is no qualifications to fight Tank. So let's just stop that right then and there. That's why I don't know when people, whether you think that Keyshawn is doing it out of clout or not. To me, I'd rather see him fight these guys than to fight somebody that we're going to be like, man, that's bullshit. Like, at least I feel like Cepeda, Loma, Keyshawn, even Shakur, all these guys make for an interesting fight against Tank. As far as, like, that's who we got there, bro. I mean, we got Murataya, but Murataya, he looked okay against Tevin Farmer. He almost knocked him out in the last round, by the way. That's another good fight too, man. I mean, listen, the person that whoever fights Tank, it's got to be a person that's going to come forward and try to hurt this man, bro. I've been over this a lot of times. It's not that I don't think Shakur can't beat Tank. I want to see a good fight, bro. Okay, I want to see a good fight. I grew up in Jersey. I was born in the Bronx, raised in Jersey. It's got nothing to do with Shakur, nothing like that. I don't believe that if he fights Tank, he's going to fight him any different than what he normally does. I believe that the fight we just got with Shakur against Artem, whatever his name, Artem, that to me, that's the most exciting you're going to see Shakur. That's just my opinion. Or I think it was when he fought Herring. And to be fair, looking back at Shakur's performances, I think he's a sore winner. He's never even lost, but he's a sore winner. He doesn't take any criticism well. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you look at it, when a guy can't hurt you and he doesn't have punching power, there's only so much he can do. But as fans, we don't want to hear that, bro. If you say that you're going to get the guy out of there and you say you're going to do something, motherfucker, we want to see you at least try. I don't like to see people walking out of the arena and you're in your hometown. Okay, so when it comes to Loma and Tank, I don't care who fights Tank as long as it's a good fight. I think Loma's a good fight. I think Shakur does give Tank work, but it's the type of work that what type of work do you think that is, though? It's going to be Tank trying to hit this man, bro. It's going to be Shakur outpointing him. Shakur's not going to stand there and fight Tank. We know that, right? William Cepeda, that would be a good fight. That'd be a good scrap. Murataya is another one that would fight Tank. Like I said, in my opinion, to beat Tank, Schofield. I don't like, and look. And before anyone says Schofield needs more fights, bro, like I said, there is no qualification to fight Tank, bro. Every person that's fought Tank, you can make an argument that he wasn't supposed to fight him or didn't earn to fight him. So I don't want to hear Keyshawn needs more fights, or this guy needs more fights, or he's clout chasing. Or fine, if they're clout chasing, yo, call the bluff, bro. Call it, bro. Call it. Because when it comes to Tank, in my opinion, anybody can fight Tank, bro. Anybody. It's not about what you've accomplished. It's not about anything. It's all about what they feel like is going to be the better fight. Because like I said, when we go to Tank, right? You can make an argument for everybody, bro. Everybody that he's ever faced. Except, hold on, let's see. Hold on. You could make an argument that guy didn't deserve the fight at that time. Or you could make a case that another fighter deserved more at that time. That you can do. So when we go over to, okay, let me move this up real quick. Okay. So Barrios. Okay. We all know that when he went to 140, right? What was the criticism for going to 140? Which, by the way, I don't think it was a bad fight. Barrios was undefeated, okay? But at the time when he fought him, he was considered the weakest of all four champions at the time, at least in most people's opinion. I do know some people that thought that Barrios was the best at 140. That's no cap. I did talk to a couple people who really thought that. But when he fought him, right? Then we got Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz was a replacement for Rolando Romero for Rolly because Rolly had the allegations with that chick. So if you remember the first press conference when Rolly had that damn fur on and he was making fun of him with the fur, after he got those allegations and Showtime or PBC did not want to let that fight go forward, that's when Pitbull stepped in, which I believe Pitbull gave him obviously a better fight than Rolly, right? But still, you could argue that Pitbull didn't deserve that, right? He basically lucked his way into that fight. He lucked his way, right? Then you got Rolly, right? The WBA had mandated Rolly, and that's because they were eliminating the baby belts and trying to, I think everyone that had a baby belt was able to challenge the super. I believe that's what's happening at the time. But either way, the WBA mandated that fight, and I clearly remember that Tank did not even want to fight. Not saying Tank was scared of Rolly. He thought he was a scrub, and I remember him saying, "I don't even want to fight this guy." He said it repeatedly. "I don't even want to fight this guy." He was kind of forced to fight him. And then you got Hector Garcia, who had beat Chris Colbert at 130, moved up to 135. What did he do to get a Tank fight? Okay, Ryan Garcia. We all know that Ryan Garcia was just a name. Okay, Frank Martin. I guess you could say Frank Martin earned his shot. I guess you can say that. Let's look at the rankings real quick. Frank Martin isn't even on WBA anymore, bro. Oh, yes, he is. He's 9. He's 9. He's ranked 9. There's a lot of people in front of him, bro. Even Andy Cruz, the guy that beat Keyshawn 4 times, is in front of Frank Martin. Let's not forget Frank Martin lost and he went down a little bit. But there's a lot of people in front of him. Abdulayev, Edwin De Los Santos, Murataya, Keyshawn, William Cepeda, Schofield, Loma, Shakur Stevenson, all these guys, I guess you could say, are worthy of a Tank fight, if that's what you want to call it. Because like I said, there is no qualifications when it comes to Tank, bro. It's just whoever they think is the better fight, in my opinion. Yeah, I already went over that, buddy. Hey, there's nothing. Look, man, at the end of the day, bro, you just got to take it day by day. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So, I mean, yo, look, at the end, this is why we need to look. I used to think Shakur could beat Tank. This is my personal opinion, by the way. This is my opinion, because there's some people who still think he beats Tank. I used to think Shakur beats Tank. But when I see the way that he fought De Los Santos and I see the way that Tank You know, I talked about this the other day. Tank does the same thing in almost every fight, bro. And it's kind of amazing in a way. Like, listen, I've criticized Tank in the past, but it's sort of like, bro, it's sort of like Ryan's left hook, right? We all know Ryan's gonna throw that left hook. It's stopping it is a different story. It's like saying Wilder's got a right hand. We know what Wilder's gonna do, right? It's stopping that right hand, bro. Tank has done the same thing in all his fights for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 fights. He literally lets you win a couple of rounds. He'll let you try to punch yourself out, and then he starts walking you down, bro. He just starts walking you down. And if he's walking down Frank Martin, if he's able to take Rolly's punches, if he's able to take Ryan's punches, now Ryan is still, there's always an what is the word? What is that? An at-a-risk? Am I saying that correctly? There's always an at-a-risk when it comes to Ryan because of everything that went on in that fight. As far as the terms go and the lead up, but still he gets credit. He beat him. And the dude, what was the dude with the whole the dude that was in Ryan's camp with the whole body shot thing? Hey Ryan, are you okay? That guy, I don't know his name, but doesn't matter. He still gets credit for beating Ryan, bro. Okay. If Tank is able to walk these guys down, bro, that's the issue I have when it comes to Shakur. People were getting laughing at me because I said that I would rather see Keyshawn fight him, but I'm being dead ass serious. Like, I think Keyshawn at least would step to Tank more. I think he would. I just don't know if Shakur is going to be. First off, let's make it clear. Do you really think Shakur and Tank is even going to make it out of negotiations? Let's just make that. Let me ask that right now. Do y'all really think that's going to get out of negotiations? It ain't going to get out of negotiations, bro. It ain't. I'm going to tell you that right now. If they go to negotiations, they ain't going to get out of negotiations. Because I've already been saying, I feel like Shakur is probably going to ask for a bigger ring. He better ask for a bigger ring. And I feel like Tank being the A side in the way that he's been with his past opponents, he ain't going to give him shit. He's going to tell, fuck you. I ain't giving you nothing. That's what I think is going to happen. And I don't think it's going to make it out of negotiations. The thing is, you got Pitbull fighting Arroyo, which that's a good fight, by the way. I cannot wait to see Pitbull and Arroyo. I got Pitbull beating him, but that's a good fight, man. That's a good fight. When you look at it, now Oscar obviously is willing to work with PBC. He did it with Ryan. So when people say, oh, well, it ain't going to be Cepeda, it ain't going to be this guy. No. I'll tell you right now. Okay, bro. My bad. Bro, something. This I don't know why this happens every time I go live. But all today, I hope this doesn't happen again, bro. All today, my internet, where I am in Maryland, in Washington County, bro, it's been acting up for the longest, bro. Ever since that time that the last time I was on here, and it ended. I hope this shit don't happen again, bro. All right, let me just keep going, bro. If it happens, then I'll just do it again. Okay. Who did who beat? Yeah, but this is about who's gonna fight him next. I mean, we already, you know, we could criticize Tank all day. At the end of the day, somebody's got to fight him next, bro. Somebody's got to fight him next. My boy HLD, all sorts of chats, talking boxing 24 hours a day, but just doesn't pick none of it up or retain any information. I mean, who's gonna fight Tank then? If it's not gonna be Shakur, look, William Cepeda, I think that fight is possible. That fight is possible because of Oscar, bro. I think that fight is possible. Another one, I would love to see Schofield, bro. I'd love to see Schofield fight Tank. I think that's a good fight. Like I said, if you want to ask me personally who I want to see fight Tank, I want to fight anybody that's going to fight this man, bro. I'm not saying you got to be dumb and stand there and trade punches, bro, but fight the man, bro. Fight the man. Not, you know, try to slick your way and pity pat a performance, bro. I don't think it's going to go well. I don't think it's going to go well for the fans. I don't think it's going to go well for the fight. I think that if a fight like that was to happen with Tank, I feel like they're going to give the fight to Tank, bro. They're going to give it to Tank. That's just my opinion. Why would you give it to Shakur? Let's just say that fight happens. Let's say it happens. I don't know. And it's remotely a close fight. For some reason, let's say Tank can't land a shot, right? But Tank wins some rounds. You think they're going to give that fight to Shakur, or they're going to give it to Tank? They're going to give, I mean, in my opinion, you're going to give it to Tank. He's a commodity. He's a household name, bro. Like, when you got Shakur, like I said, bro, like, Shakur's I kind of feel like Shakur does it to himself with the way that he is, in the way that he talks to people, and the way that he can't take criticism. But the kid, when I think about this, bro, it's very difficult to fight like the way he fights, though. Let's not cap, right? It's kind of hard, right? It's kind of hard to not get hit and somewhat land points, you know what I mean, and win rounds. It's not, I mean, to me, that's hard. It's not easy. But it's not the fight that I want to see against Tank at all. At all. Hold on one second. If anybody wants to talk about this, I'll drop the link for a while. I do got to end before 8, though. I do got to end before 8. There goes the link. If my internet acts up, give me a second, because what's happening is that what's going on is the internet will stop, but it'll come back on after like a minute. So if it stops, just wait. I don't know why until they fix this shit, bro. But we had a fire at the cable place. The last time I was here, there was a fire at the office, and ever since then, my internet has not been well. And I'm pretty sure it ain't just mine. I didn't even know HLD got stands, really, for real. Oh, by the way, you know, I don't even know if I want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about Ryan. I was gonna bring up, you know what? I'll touch on it for a second, but you see how people get all upset about, like, with Ryan talking to Shakur and Keyshawn, and I'm like, bro, these kids grew up together, bro. Like, they were in the amateurs together. They're also there's an age gap between a lot of the fans and these young men. Like, you cannot expect people to do what you want them to do, if that makes any sense. So like if you're angry at somebody for saying something, whether you agree with it or not, don't get mad at the next man because he doesn't act accordingly to what you would want him to do. Like you're mad that Keyshawn and Shakur's talking to the kid. Like you're upset because you want them to do what you would do. I mean, they're their own men, bro. They've known the kid for a long time. That doesn't okay the things that Ryan has done. I'm just saying, but it's just weird to me. People get all mad about that. Hold on one second. Oh, Nakatani, that guy Nakatani. Did you see that KO? That was a good body shot, bro. That guy, by the way, Junto, what's his name? Junto Nakatani? Junto, what weight class is he in, bro? I would love to see him fight Inoue if that's possible. Are they close to each other? I think they are, aren't they? Let me see. Hold on. That would be a good fight, bro. That would be a good fight. And I'm not too happy with Inoue's next fight, by the way, but I'm giving him a pass. And I usually don't give people a pass, but I mean, to me, if you've accomplished a lot, bro, in your past couple of fights, like, I don't know, going undisputed. I mean, I can understand you needing what they call a tune-up, if that's what you want to call it. I don't think it's a tune-up, but it's not the fight that I would want to see him fight. Hold on. Let me see. So we got, let me see here. 122. Oh, yeah, he right there, bro. He right there. He's right there. 118, 122. He could move up. Shit. Monster can move back down if he really wanted to. That's a good fight. And it's Japan and Japan. There's a couple fighters at 118. It's like Japan. Have y'all seen this? It's like Japan is running this, bro. Hold on. Give me 1 second, HLD. Give me 1 second. Let me see something here. Look at that. That 118, you got Nakatani, Nishida, Inoue, Takia. They be running them lower weight classes, bro. What's going on, HOD?
Okay, bro. What's going on?
Hey,
yeah, man. They're following each other's and step by step, but they at the moment they both have their own trajectory of what they want to do and accomplish.
You don't think Nakatani and Inoue is a good fight, though?
No, it's a good fight, but it's not in each other's plans. Each guy's got a trajectory of what they want to do and accomplish, and so I mean, but eventually, I think that fight will build up. I think that fight, yeah.
That's a good fight. And by the way, not for nothing, but I think I had talked about this last time. One of the things I don't like is the whole and I brought it up numerous times. I don't like this whole I'm your friend, I grew up with you, Shakur.
Yeah, well, Tank with Shakur and Keyshawn got going.
Yeah, I don't. I was actually happy to hear Keyshawn say something negative, or not negative, but kind of like took a stab at Abdullah Mason, because the last time when I was live a couple of weeks ago, I was mad. I'm like, bro, all these dudes got a pact with each other that they don't want to fight each other. And I remember the last time they were talking, they brought up Abdullah Mason.
Bro, but Shakur and Keyshawn acting like two bitches, bro.
Well, when they brought up Abdullah Mason a couple of weeks ago, they were like, yeah, that's my boy,
jealous.
But then now, if you saw the Gilly interview, when Gilly said something to Keyshawn about Abdullah Mason, he got mad. He was like, "Oh, he fighting blown up 120-something pounder." So it is what it is. I don't like to hear this whole "I'm friends." Like, I don't want to.
He's only friends with Shakur, bro. Abdullah Mason 2 weeks ago himself on an interview, he said it himself. They asked him, he like, "Yo, man, whenever it is ready, he'll fight Shakur." He fight Keyshawn. That was like 2 weeks ago. I forgot what fight it was. And they asked that to Abdullah Mason. Ever since he said that, now you see these two little bitch asses, acting like cunts because they jealous. They jealous. This kid is getting notoriety. Same thing with Shushu. Shushu got no beef with him, but he'll fight him. He never said he won't. He never said that he won't fight him. I don't like the way those two clowns are moving, bro. Look what Keyshawn said, that he's fighting 126 pounders, right? Well,
Yeah,
fool, Keyshawn just fought Pedraza, who's inactive for 2 years, hasn't fought in 135 in 4 years, and has been inactive. So who did he beat? A washed-up dude. That's who he beat. And then the last guy he just fought, Madueno. Well, last time that Madueno fought was against Claggy. And guess what Claggy did to him? Claggy got into the 500 club, landed over 500 punches on that dude. What did Keyshawn do to that dude? Nothing compared.
The one thing I didn't
and he weight drained him, brought him down from 140.
The one thing I didn't like was when they bring up Andy Cruz, right? He sort of dismisses it. I don't like that, bro. But he beat you 4 times in the Olympics. If you think that you was robbed or whatever, you should be calling that dude's name out constantly, bro. You should want that get back, bro.
If you hear the stories that I hear about Keyshawn in the gym, what happens to him, bro? The dude is just he's piping his game up with the talk, but bro, he's not that dude. I am telling you, he is not that dude.
Well, a lot of fighters we could. At the end of the day, I like the whole. I just want to see them fight, bro. Because I feel like when we say let's build a fight, we take it too fucking far, man.
There's no need to build up any fight.
Right, exactly. And matter of fact, I'm glad we're talking about this because you guys remember this. I was talking about this the other day with I had text D Styles and I had text G Funky about this. Because you guys remember, I think they should bring this shit back, bro. Because I remember, so I was under a video, whatever, and somebody was going back and forth with me because I said, you know what, man, I don't care. Like, throw Keyshawn in against Tank, right? And the dude is like, man, come on, bro. He hasn't done anything. Like, he needs to earn it. But then I remember, who remembers the Showbox, The New Generation? That was all that was nothing but prospects, undefeated prospects going. A lot of times they were undefeated or had 1 or 2 losses. And the whole night was just prospect versus prospect. I love that shit, bro. And a lot of times it was like 10-0 versus a dude that's like 12-0. And a lot of those fights were close. A lot of those prospects were undefeated. And that's what I feel like boxing needs, bro. This whole like, let's marinate. Like a lot of times when we say let it marinate, what usually ends up happening is that one of the fighters ends up losing, or something happens.
There's 2 different things about it's not. Look, when you're ready is one thing, and marinating then at that point is I don't agree with that. But a guy like Keyshawn with only 10 fights under his belt, dude, he's at the level of Artem, bro. There's nothing to build up. He's not there yet. He's not there yet.
Yeah, but when it comes to somebody like Tank, bro, there is no qualification in my eyes.
Yo, not a 10-win fighter.
I mean,
not a 10-win fighter. They're not gonna do that. Shakur, yes.
If they think that it'll sell, they'll do it because and I know Tank isn't about legacy. Tank is about money. So if it was a 10-0 fighter that they think it would sell, they would do it. I think they would because I don't see no quality. Every fighter that has fought Tank, you could make an argument like, oh, well, this guy deserved it more than him.
It's not about deserving, but is that he's still at prospect level, man.
Who?
Keyshawn.
Oh, I thought you said Tank. I was about to say
no. Well, no, he's a 30-year-old prospect. But no, I mean he's got experience, and you got to give him that. Yeah. But Keyshawn ain't got no experience yet, bro. And when you got a guy out there who's calling him his son, who's whooped his ass 3-4 times, and you tell him who he is, bro. You need to fight him. Instead of clout chasing Tio. Look, if you want to fight Tio, I'm okay with that. But move your ass to 140. You're calling him for 135.
One of them, Keyshawn or Shakur, one of them's gonna have to go to 140.
Well, I mean, they're not. Shakur's not going to 140. Everybody thinks Shakur is big. No, he's not, bro. He came from 126. You know, so I don't know, man. I said that both of them are playing games right now. Way too many games. Clout chasing. They're hanging out with. You saw the live with Ryan, and that's why was that? I mean, because Ryan is super popular. You know, everybody's gonna get eyeballs on that. That's what these guys are doing.
But that's what I don't understand. Like, people got all upset with Ryan. Like, what do you expect him to do,
bro? There's like people are miserable because they're miserable of their own statuses and what they think they are in the world of fucking life here with their race. Fuck that bullshit, you pussy ass victim motherfuckers. Tired of that shit, bro. Just stop being a victim. Fucking pussy ass shit. Yo, they hear out. This is a business to begin. This is entertainment. This Loma story. What they did, Loma got tired, bro. They've been negotiating for over 3 months.
Well,
yo, if he was unmotivated,
I was gonna say, look, I like at the end of the day, like a lot of blame goes on Tank because he had opportunities to fight Loma in the past. Bro.
No, don't forget. Let's talk about right now. This happened because they dragged it out. How long does it? It doesn't take over 3 months to make a fucking fight, man. It does not take over 3 months. It really doesn't.
Who was the one that spoke for Loma on Twitter?
That was I can't say his name right now. Klimas. No, his manager.
His manager. Okay.
Yeah.
Did his manager say it's because of dragging out? I could have swore, like, I read it was like.
Look, if he wasn't motivated, you don't think he was not motivated 3 months ago?
Well, that's what this is what doesn't sound right to me. I started off the live by saying it doesn't sound right to me because when you say Loma's not motivated, it's like that doesn't sound right to me. But it's coming from their source, though. It's coming from them.
Over 2 weeks ago, I've been ringing the bell on this. I mean, you know, there's problems with that negotiation, right? You know, there's problems with that negotiation, right, guys? You know, and they're trying to cover it up, and they waited this long because they didn't know which way to go with it. They really didn't know which way to go with it. It's just asking for too much money and a lot of petty demands. And Loma's like, fuck that, bro. He just pulled their card. He's like, I don't have to deal with this shit. You want to fight? Let's fight. You know, yeah, but it doesn't take over 3 months. Bro, he was trying to break the bank with it because they need a security blanket. You know what I mean? He's the moneymaker. He's all they got left over there. Simple as that.
I mean, I do know after the Shakur fight, you had Tank's what's his name? Kenny Ellis, I think.
Man, Kenny talking above his pay grade, bro. He's just a fucking trainer, bro. He don't sit at no negotiating table.
But this is what I'm saying, though. Like this is why, like, I take everything that I see with a grain of salt because a lot of times shit changes. A lot of times, like you said, they're throwing shit out there. I feel like sometimes they throw shit out there to see what the public and the fans are gonna eat up, and then they're like, let's go that route. Like, I really feel like they do that sometimes.
Klimas, he's the manager of he's a good man, but he's also he knows how not to burn bridges. He'll pull the bridge up, right? But he won't burn the bridge down. So, you know, he doesn't care if Loma takes some heat on this and they're gonna call him a duck or whatever. But they know the truth, what the truth is, bro. Loma's not a kid. He don't give a fuck about nothing about social media, none of that shit. He just doesn't care. You know what I mean? But he got tired, bro. You're gonna be playing. You want to do this? We'll do this. No, stop the games, bro. Stop the games. But they play the games on thing. And Kenny.
If it's not going to be Loma, though, let's just say for what he's saying is what it is. If it's not going to be Loma, I mean, we're looking at William Cepeda, maybe Shakur.
The only way that becomes William Cepeda if the WBO what is the belt that he got? WBO or WBA?
I mean, he could literally fight anybody. I mean, he's number one in all 4 sanctioned bodies.
Yeah, but what Reggie belt does this Tank have? WBA. Now, if the WBA mandates, orders and mandates Cepeda as the mandatory, then that could be next. But I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna wait on what happens next week or the week after next with Pitbull and Rayo, and maybe you'll see that fight in a rematch in December. That's what
right? I've been thinking the Pitbull fight for some reason, bro. They want that rematch, bro.
They'll do the rematch, and they're smart about it. Look, Pitbull could come back down to 135. He doesn't have to get rid of his belt. He could fight at 135, fight Tank, loses again because they're gonna make sure he does, and he could still go back up to 140 as champion. Simple. That's what's gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
the business, bro. This is entertainment. This is not competition, guys.
I mean,
Boxing
this
is
is why I hate to say it, bro. But I don't.
script,
I
bro.
only want to see Shakur and Tank if that's like what they only got, bro. Like,
Man, Shakur fucked up. He's been acting like a retard and everything else. But I hate it because I really thought this kid was maturing.
hold
He's
on
acting
one
like a
second.
goofball.
Hold on 1 second, HOD. Let me block the screen real quick. Yo.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Oh, what's going on, brother? You're not here to troll, are you?
I'm Amok.
Oh, what's going on, Amok? My bad, brother. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. I got to use the bathroom. Go ahead. Y'all take this real quick. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Well, HOD was gonna make a point, so go.
No, man, Shakur acting like a retard, man. Like, because he knows he messed up. He should have taken that $15 million deal. He's not going to get that type of money anywhere, and he's realizing that now that nobody is willing to give him that money, and he's going to have to put his tail between his legs and maybe now get $10 million from Top Rank.
Yeah, I agree.
Nothing more, nothing less, man. But so what you think about Loma pulling out? Or I mean, you know, he allowed himself to be a scapegoat. I say that.
Well, I mean, he's already climbing in age. It seems like he's implying retirement, and usually when a fighter has retirement in the back of their mind, that's when they should retire. To be honest.
Well, I don't think that's even it's the total case here. I mean, if that's the case, why wait 3 months being in negotiation if it was because you don't want to fight the motivation? That's not it, guys. I know too much on the inside that I know that's not it. It's not it.
What do you think it is?
The games that Team Tank was playing on their side. They're asking way too much money. The split to be ridiculous with other petty demands. And Lomachenko was not about that. Like, bro, man, you want to fight or you don't want to fight? Simple as that. He's not gonna bend over backwards like Ryan did, for an example. You know, he's got his own status and he doesn't let nobody puppeteer him. He doesn't. He's fair. I know he's a fair man. He's a man of principle. That I can say about Lomachenko. He's not a child. He's not about social media clout chasing like the rest of these goofies. He's just a straight up man and a devout man of faith. So I know he's not about the gamemanship. None of the gamemanship. He's not a paper champion like Tank Davis is. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree to that.
If he is really, because like I said, I mean, he could change his mind. I don't know. And besides, anything that has to do with Tank, it's like it's very indecisive. You know, even when he tweets, a lot of times he races it, or 1 week he says he's gonna fight this guy or fight this guy. But if it's not going to be, I'm just saying, if it's not gonna be Loma, when I look at 135, there is some options, obviously. You do have I don't know if Bob Arum would make. First of all, I don't think there's much money in a Muay fight.
For who?
A Muay
For who?
In Tank.
No. No, that ain't happening.
Right. So then we got William Cepeda and we got Floyd Schofield.
Not gonna happen.
Well, I don't know. Like, I didn't think there would be money with the Frank Martin fight. How well did that do?
Not too well, even with a David Benavidez guy on the undercard. Whatever numbers they're giving, we know it's not that.
So then you're left with Shakur or Keyshawn, and you know it ain't gonna be Keyshawn.
Keyshawn is not on that, bro. Look, Keyshawn wasn't ready for Martin.
I'm just talking about if it's not going to be, I'm talking about the Tank fight. If it's not going to be Loma, these are the options that are available, bro. Is Murataya, Cepeda.
I see him fighting Baranchuk. Maybe maybe Bob Arum will sell that belt. Who knows? You know, maybe he'll sell that belt to allow Tank to unify, and then Lomachenko, because look, Lomachenko said, "Look, man, you guys want to play games? I'm not gonna fight you now. Let the other people do what you guys got to do. Let you guys unify, and then I'll go against the guy who's got all the belts by that time."
So let me say this. Let me play devil's advocate here, bro. Because if you're saying that Loma pulled out,
let me answer this question real quick.
Hold on, wait. Let me just say what I'm gonna say. If you're gonna say that Loma or the real reason he pulled out is because of a drawn out negotiations, then why don't that sounds a lot better than to go on social media and say he's not motivated to fight Tank, bro. Like that doesn't
because this is a business, Shadow. You got to understand. They don't want to also embarrass the guy who's the big time money maker and say you outpriced yourself and you duck Lomachenko again. That doesn't that does not also look good for the business for Tank, and that business is for everyone who's gonna fight him. So whether Loma fights him now or later, Loma taking the hit doesn't lower the stock of the fight of these two guys. But if Tank comes out looking like the duck, it doesn't look well, and you're messing that brand. That's the big money maker. So they know that. Look, it's better off that we take the hit, regardless of what it is.
You really think that Lomachenko's team is like, you know what? Let's just make it look like Loma don't want to fight him because we
didn't they do that with Haney? Didn't they say, "Oh, well, we couldn't fight Haney because we had an exclusive deal with ESPN"? But well, don't you have an exclusive deal with ESPN now? And you're trying to make a fight with Tank Davis? You see what I mean? There's a lot that goes on. They'll say a lot of things, and most people don't remember this shit. You know what I mean? So either you know more about what's going on the inside. It's a business first. And why do I say Tank is a paper champion? How about you tell me who did he beat to become a champion? I don't know. The guys in the chat. Tell me who did he beat to become a champion at 135? I'll wait. No, they got somebody in the chat. One of the very few times I've ever seen the chat.
I mean, look, man, I'm just look, I people could criticize Tank. Me personally, he's an exciting fighter for me. He's
exciting. He's entertaining.
You know,
he's entertaining.
He's entertaining, bro.
But I would give you that. But I want to see competition that's entertaining.
This is what I mean. It's like I'm not. See, when I bring up Shakur, like it's not like I don't want to see Shakur because Shakur has a very good chance of beating Tank. It's just the entertainment value as a fan of what I want to see when I see Tank fight or I see Canelo fight or I see one of the so-called big names. Like I want to see an entertaining fight, bro. And that doesn't mean rock'em sock'em robots or whatever, but damn, somebody need to step to Tank, bro.
That's the cap out. That's the cap out people use. Oh, you just want to see what? No, bro. We want to see real sweet science. I want to see the guy that he's out there because he wants to fuck you up. And and granted, Tank, when he fucks you up, he's ready to take you out. And I give him that. I give him that 100. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question about pricing himself out, because isn't Loma with Top Rank, right? So wouldn't that fall more on Bob? Like Bob takes care of, like, for instance, when Amazon formed their new deal, right? We all know that Steven Espinoza came out and said, hey, look, we got to pay for everything. It's just the platform we're using Amazon's name, right? And we saw the first couple of pay-per-views. What did they do? They went with Tim Tszyu because they knew that Tim Tszyu was with No Limit or whatever it is, then they could take care of him over there. The next one, when it was Canelo with Jaime Munguia, they knew Oscar could take care of Jaime. You know what I mean? So it's like, isn't this also with Loma? It's Top Rank. Isn't that more of Bob? Does that fall more on Bob when it comes to Loma?
This is going to be a pay-per-view fight, and the split is where the money's at. And the split was ridiculous. Split was ridiculous.
Who you think should get, regardless of accomplishments, who you think should get more to split?
It's not about more. It's about the even compensation. It's not about more. Obviously, Tank isn't going to get the more. But don't treat Loma like he's a Frank Martin, because he's not. You can't treat Loma like he's a Frank Martin. Frank Martin can't even fucking lick the bottom of Lomachenko's shoes, bro. You know what I mean? So you can't treat him like such. It's supposed to be a fair compensation. Simple as that. Fair compensation. Now, I'm not saying 50-50, I don't know, but I know it's not what you gave Frank Martin. You need a good dance partner, just like he needed it with Ryan. Without Ryan, look what he just did. Look what Tankers did. Pathetic numbers. Having David Benavidez on the undercard. Trash.
That kind of surprised me, by the way. You know, it really surprised me with everybody. How
Don't want to be remembered. That's how that comes. Yeah, that's why they were in negotiations for over 3 months before the Frank Martin fight.
Who are you responding to somebody?
Yeah, no, I just saw you pulling up comments on the screen.
Oh, my bad. No, you know, when David, it's really surprising how people didn't like that. I mean, I feel like he won every round, you know, but I guess people expected the monster to stop the guy.
What fight are you talking about?
David Benavidez.
No, bro. David Benavidez sucked at that fight, bro. He couldn't even crack an egg against a 37-year-old guy, bro. He couldn't even crack an egg, bro.
But here we go. But here we go, though, because when it comes down to, I understand that. I understand he didn't stop him, but let's back up a little bit.
No, he didn't hurt him.
I understand that. You're not even gonna let me finish, HOT. So when we're talking about fighting, right? At the end of the day, right? There's a winner and there's a loser. Just like with Shakur and Artem. Yes, you had fans walking out, they were sleeping, but Shakur won every round. All right, there is no debate on that. Maybe the first round I gave to Artem. When it comes to David Benavidez and Blazdeck or whatever his name is, how many rounds did you give that other guy?
I think I gave him like 2-3 rounds.
All right, so David clearly won the fight, though.
Man, what does that mean?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, because I understand the criticism, but I feel like for instance, people, there's a difference between being entertained and then being like, that was, you know, he lost the fight or it was a close fight. Like, let's make it clear, he won.
It was not an entertaining fight. It was not an entertaining fight. It was not a beatdown of a 12-round fight. You saw that what David Benavidez has been doing at 168 is being a damn weight bully. That's what he proved. He's not that dude. Canelo will beat the shit out that guy.
Shakur should be next. Loma is out. I don't see Tank fighting anyone. But I mean, listen, if it's either Shakur or, you know what, I wouldn't mind seeing, if it's not going to be Shakur, listen, if it's not going to be Shakur, I wouldn't mind seeing William Cepeda. He is ranked #1 in all 4 sanctioned bodies, bro.
It's not going to be Shakur. Get that out. It's not going to be Shakur.
For some reason, I feel like they're going to do the rematch with Pitbull Cruz. They're going to end up waiting.
That's what is going to happen. That's why
I have a feeling. I have a feeling, bro.
Look, Tank is flying out to France, to Paris, bro. He's flying out, bro. So, you know, forget about it.
We said this a couple of weeks ago. We were like, yeah, you know, that we feel like, remember, that's one of the things that me and you agreed on, because we rarely agree on shit. Me and you was like, bro, this shit's gonna fall through the fucking. He ain't gonna fight Loma. He ain't gonna fight Shakur. He's gonna end up fighting Cruz in a rematch.
I've been saying that for weeks.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen, bro. Because if not, you, like you said, you got that Baranchik guy, but I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, it's a business, bro. It's gonna have to be somebody that it's not necessarily, because if we wanted him to fight the best fight, I feel like Tank compromises, right? It's like he knows, like, I gotta fight somebody. You know what I mean? But I don't have to fight that.
I dare Tank to fight Cepeda. I think that's a great fight. I think that's a great fight. But I think Team Tank is pussy, bro. Simple as that. I'm not saying Tank himself.
Me too.
You know, Team Tank, I think they pussy. And they're not going to take the Cepeda fight.
Go ahead, Amuck. I got to get my shoes on because at 8 o'clock, I'm going to have to head out somewhere around 8:10 or something like that.
Oh, you're gonna miss the, man. I got to decide if I'm going to go to the sports bar, because I don't want to buy that Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, you can.
I want to see Amanda. I might go to the sports bar.
You can buy it. You can buy it on free streams.
Nah, bro, I don't do that. I don't do that, bro. I you know. but you know, the only reason I would want to see it is because I want to see Amanda. That's about it.
No,
So
I agree a lot with what HLD is saying, dude. That's just the thing.
yeah, don't expect much out of Tank. I don't have any high hopes for Tank. I knew this fight wasn't gonna happen when they first even announced it, man. Because I know how it is, bro. They're not gonna put at risk their golden goose. Their golden goose still can produce, a decent amount of money steadily. Even if it's around the 300,000, only if it's 300,000 pay-per-views, that's their mark, and they're happy with it if he does that for the next 5 years.
You know what's crazy? As much criticism, and I don't know, you probably don't think this, but as much criticism as I give Tank, I favor him in all those fights, bro. All of them.
I don't favor. I don't. I think it's 50-50 with Loma.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm just telling me. I think he beats Loma. I think he knocks Cepeda out because Cepeda would be too aggressive. I think Shakur. Now here goes with Shakur, and I've been saying this with Shakur because he's so hard to fucking hit. Right? I could see like one of those De Los Santos type fights, and they just give it to Tank because they don't want to see that shit.
I would actually pick Cepeda to beat Tank, even if he drops Cepeda. I could see him getting up.
See, the thing with Cepeda is that I don't think he's got the same.
He's got heart, bro. I'm telling you.
He does. I don't think he's got the same. Look, very surprisingly, that Pitbull Cruz he has a decent defense. He really does. He
does right.
I watched that fight, bro. Oh, at least for the style that Tank is. Bro, because I saw they put it out for free. I was watching this shit on YouTube.
Cruz got that tight Iron Mike defense, bro, and it's like, and he was catching Tank's uppercuts, bro. Cruz, but then here goes. You know what's crazy though? If you go back and you watch the Rolly fight, the Rolly and Cruz, Rolly actually improved, bro. He really did. No, I'm serious.
He was actually winning rounds against Tank.
He actually was like, putting shit together. It's just he was fighting Pitbull and lost, bro. But he looked better in that fight than he did against Tank, bro. I was watching it the other day. I was like, Rolly was actually working on some shit, but he just, he fucking lost. And Pitbull's got a better defense than what people think, because a lot of times, like one of the things Tank said when he was watching the Rolly and Pitbull Cruz fight before the fight started, he had said that he wanted you could basically see that Tank was clearly going for Rolly, and then as the fight went on and Rolly lost, he went back, he went on X and said, oh well, look at Pitbull's face. But if you look at Pitbull's face, I think from him going like this, and when you punch and you block it, it could create like a burn almost, if that makes any sense, because there's a difference between being lumped up and having like sort of like when your glove constantly is rubbing against something because you're blocking. I think some of the marks looked from that, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. You get rub burns
because it fit exactly where the fuck his gloves were at.
Yeah, you get rub burns. That's natural.
I mean, honestly, I scored the Tank versus Cruz fight 6-5-1. For Cruz, I didn't see Tank winning that fight.
You're not the only person who said that. It was definitely a fight that was worthy of a rematch. I'm not disappointed totally in the decision, but it definitely is one of those fights that it deserves a rematch.
And it's funny because Cruz was the actual real Tank in that fight. Meaning he's the one taking punishment and giving punishment.
He was the one coming forward like a tank.
That too. Yeah, exactly.
What round did Tank hurt his hand?
I think and I've seen the replay many times too. I think is that one of the ones when he was trying to throw an uppercut.
Yes.
And he caught him in the elbow.
Right.
And
what round was that?
I can't remember because I watched like a week ago or so.
It was before round 6.
It was around round 6, but bro, hey man, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, was it hurt? He didn't need no surgery.
What I'm
You know what I
saying is
mean?
you could clearly see that he was using one hand, whereas versus Shakur, when he was fighting De Los Santos, he said he had a shoulder injury. I only knew of a shoulder injury because of what Shakur said after the fight. Did you watch that fight and go, damn, Shakur looked like his shoulder hurt? No, not me.
Oh, the De Los Santos one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
the
did.
De Los Santos, you know how people said he had it right? When I watched that fight, you thought he had an injury?
Yeah. He wasn't using that hand to make him pay at all, not even a little bit. You know, so to me you can to me I am like, yeah, this dude is injured, but you know, but he needs to fight. That's what he needs. He needs to fight De Los Santos again. And guess what? That might be the guy that Tank fights next is De Los Santos.
You know,
they shoved them, bro. They shoved them because they're saving them for Tank.
I can see that. I can see De Los Santos. I can see Pitbull Cruz.
I see De Los Santos. They bring De Los Santos up.
Who I would like to see. I would love to see Loma, William Cepeda, even Floyd Schofield. Even though he's a little bit still, you know, he's still ranked number. He's ranked.
What about that guy that's on the come up with a handful of fights? What's his name? Andy Cruz.
Okay, Andy Cruz is so by the way, Murataya is behind William Cepeda and Keyshawn. Okay, this is interesting right here. This is interesting. So look, William Cepeda is ranked number 1 in all 4 sanctioning bodies, right? Murataya is number 2 at the WBO. Keyshawn is number 2 at the IBF. Murataya is number 2 in WBC. And number 2 in WBA is Floyd Schofield. So very interesting. That's interesting right there, bro.
Murataya and Keyshawn Davis is a good fight. They're equal.
Yeah, those are good fights. They're
equal. That's as good as it gets for Keyshawn. That's a decent step up. He's not waiting, you know, even though I think that Murataya has outgrown 135, and I've noticed that in the last 3 fights now. He's sluggish. He has he's not snapped with his punch. He's lethargic. And I think the weight cut is too much for him. You know, he's a big kid. He should be at 140, but we'll see how long they're going to keep on trying to make him do this 135 shit. But I think he belongs at 140 because he looks way too sluggish. About a year ago, I didn't see him like that. But now in the last 3 fights, he looks sluggish as fuck.
De Los Santos is in house too.
That's what I'm saying. De Los Santos is in house, and why hasn't he fought in Shakur's fight? Because they're saving him for Tank.
Who else is PBC over there? So I see, it's Edwin De Los Santos. Like we said, Pitbull is at 140 right now, but he said openly he could go back down to 135. And he would do that for the Tank fight. I know that.
I think if they're gonna see how he does in the next 2 weeks. If PBC is smart, they would walk away from that Tank fight, and they can have two guys that are bringing in money, that can bring in money in the same fashion, fighting tomato cans. That's Tank and Pitbull Cruz at 140. Because Pitbull Cruz is a star in Mexico already. He's a star on the West Coast. This kid just needs a few more fights, and the fight on the undercard in the next 2 weeks is going to be massive for him, bro. I think there's going to be more fans for him than anybody else in that entire stadium. Crawford is a nobody compared to Pitbull Cruz as far as the fanfare. That stadium is going to be full of Mexicans routing for Pitbull Cruz. You're going to see that. So if they're smart, they just keep him at 140.
There's only a few people. There's only a few people that would be in house, and that would be possibly Pitbull Cruz and Edwin De Los Santos.
I think it's gonna be De Los Santos, man.
Because if not, then you got to look at Murataya, Keyshawn, Floyd Schofield, or William Cepeda.
When's the last time that Tank fought somebody that's not in house besides Ryan Garcia?
What about Russell? The one's at 140. Is he PBC or what is he?
He's
He's
PBC. I guess.
PBC.
PBC.
Yeah, well, they might drag his ass down.
Oh yeah, you know what? I can see, bro. I can see something like that. I can see them dragging someone down from 140. Who's that one?
But that would be. But Russell just lost his last fight, so
Yeah, but
it ain't gonna be that.
Yeah, that's exactly why he might get picked.
Nah, they're not gonna do that with. There's a process in how they cherry pick the cans for Tank. You know what I mean? It's got to hit certain marks. You know what I mean? They're not gonna get somebody who just lost and give them some. They're not gonna do that.
The only person I see at 140 that would move down to 135 is Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
Right. He's right now on a winning streak. And
then, like you said, and the people in the comments, which I'm starting to lean towards, I could see Edwin De Los Santos is in house. He is ranked numbers. Oh, matter of fact,
what about a rolling?
Check this out. Out of all the sanctioning bodies, he's actually the highest in the WBA. So it does make sense. He's number 4. So he's number 4 at the WBA.
And what they'll do?
He's number 6 in IBF and WBO.
All right, what is he at the WBA?
The WBA, he's ranked number 4.
All right, so what about if they
the only people who's in front of him is a guy named Chan Thompson, Floyd Schofield, and then
who's Chan Thompson? What's his record? Who's he?
16-0.
Yeah, he's some Canadian.
He's a Canadian?
Canadian, yeah.
Hey, that might be the guy.
It goes Edwin De Los Santos, Chan Thompson, Floyd Schofield, William Cepeda, Tank is champion. And then over and of course the WBC is Shakur, William Cepeda, Murataya, and Keyshawn. And then IBF is Loma, Keyshawn, Murataya.
Hey, that Canadian sounds like a highlight reel, bro.
And then the WBO is Baranchek, Cepeda, Murataya, and Keyshawn. Keyshawn his name is he's up there too, though. Keyshawn, though.
Hey, it's gonna be the Canadian, bro. 16-0, so he's undefeated. He's number 3. So number 2, you said, right?
He's number 3.
Who's number 2?
Number 2 is Floyd Schofield. At the WBA, yeah, it's Floyd.
So they're not. Yeah, so it's gonna be.
It goes Tank champion number 1, William Cepeda. Schofield is number 2. Chan Thompson is number 3. Edwin De Los Santos is 4.
Chan Thompson, man. Who's he with? Who's he signed with?
By the way, you should use that link because the rankings are usually more updated than the box recs.
Yeah, man. Or just go to WBA themselves.
Yeah, I'll just go to WBA.
But that Canadian guy sounds perfect, bro. Yeah, I'm not. That's a highlight reel, bro.
Yeah,
that's a highlight reel.
He's basically a prospect. He hasn't really fought anybody credible at the weight.
Not that we. I mean, you know,
it's the same. And it's the same. Hold on, let me show you. It's the same actually at the WBA. It's actually the same. It goes Gervonta Davis. Number 1 is Cepeda. Number 2 is Schofield. Number 3 is Chan Thompson. Number 4 is Edwin De Los Santos.
I think that's that guy with the 16-0 be number 3. They can sell that and just say, yo, man. I mean, you know, that's but they got to get De Los Santos back on the winning column so they could, put him back in the mix for the feeding. Who's Chan with? I mean, I've never seen him fight, so I wonder if he's independent out there or what. He must be like Claggett.
You know what I noticed? A lot of the Canadian fighters I don't really know a lot of them. The Canadian fighters.
No, they do a lot of in-house fights, man. I had to, man. Like I wanted to see the last fight with Claggett. And it was against the guy that Keyshawn Davis fight.
I swear to you, I never heard of Claggett, bro. I swear.
No.
I never heard of Claggett.
But when I started looking up for him, bro, boxing, a lot of the other channels were like, yo, become a fight for Claggett. I'm like, I started seeing articles on him. I'm like, what the fuck? We just ignored him?
Yeah, but only certain fighters get that limelight, you know what I mean? Like, because there's 2 undefeated prospects that are going at it today on the zone card. The Canadian's called, what's his name? Lucas Body, and he's going to be fighting.
Oh, yeah, I saw that in the weigh-ins.
Yes. I'm actually interested because both those guys have a high KO ratio, but one of the guys has more of like a ass style and counter puncher. The Ashton dude.
Yeah.
He's got some pop to him too, though. So
Yo, Shadow, did you see the guy that was gonna fight? That was gonna fight Janet Beck.
Yeah. What's his name? The guy. Wait. You talking about before Janet Beck pulled out?
Yeah, then the fight that he just pulled out on.
Yeah. What about him?
Dude, you gotta pull up the video that he made, bro.
What he say?
Dude, he did a badass video, bro. It's too funny. You have to watch it.
All right. Well, I can't pull it up now because I gotta get my stuff together.
Oh shit! Let me see if I can at least find it for you. You could just click on it. Yo, it was funny as fuck, bro. The kid is he's a little marketing genius, bro. Let's see here. Janet Beck. Let me see what's his name. Janet Beck, right? Yeah, Janet Beck. He's got a fucked up long ass last name. The dude he was gonna fight is, what was his name? Oh damn. Versus Andre. Okay, here we go. Andre Milikovic. See if I can find a copy. Let's find it here.
Shit.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you on.
Okay. On X or in the private chat?
No, on X. On X.
On X.
Yeah. Let me send it to you here.
Okay, hold on. I got it. Hold on. Messages from HLD.
I gotta drop off, fellas.
All right, I'm about to get off too. So hold on, let me see right here real quick. Okay, all the way. It's got to go down more. Okay.
No. Give me a second. I'm still trying to.
Just let me know when you're.
Yeah. Go ahead, do what you gotta do, man. I'm sending it to you right now. Share, copy link. Here we go. They're sent. Just look at your thing at the bottom.
Okay.
Because since Genovic pulled out, right?
Yep.
Right. Look what he did, bro.
Hold up. What's the guy's name? Machiavelli or whatever.
Yeah.
I see it. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Hold on. I got it. Hey, hold on. Did Janet Beck pulled out because he couldn't make weight, right?
Right. So the see him pouring water over the thing, like hydrate, motherfucker, hydrate.
Yeah. Hey,
yo, man,
listen, I gotta get off, bro. But I appreciate you for coming on, bro.
As always, man. You have a good one. All right. Peace. Be safe.
Have a good day, man. I'll see y'all later, bro. I gotta get off.